Right, good morning everyone. Day 92. Still in NorCal. And it's actually pretty nice. A lot of the hiking in most of the regions in NorCal remind me of the AT. And it's getting a little bit warmer, but some of these sections are kind of nice because you're shaded in by this California green tunnel. And today, do a normal plan, gonna hike about 30 miles, camp on our way to the town of Etna. And we are getting close enough to smell the border of Oregon. It's at 1700. Today we're gonna close in on, I don't know, 1550, something like that. And still doing good. No major injuries at this point, except to my left shoe. Had a bit of a blowout yesterday. Tripped on a rock. Right shoe's got a little hole. And that's really my only complaint about Saucony trail runners. Using for the whole AT. Really liked them, but between 500 and 600 miles, toes just blow out the side. And only other trail run I've tried was Ultra, and I didn't really like those, so just gonna keep going with the Sauconys. The ones that I have right now are the 8s. I have been using the 7s on the AT and a little bit of the PCT, and a little bit of a stiffer sole, and I found that was a little bit more comfortable for me, so I'm going to get the 7s pretty soon to replace these. And a good thing about the 7s versus the 8s is that they're like, I don't know, $60 cheaper. I'm trying to get rid of them, which is good for me. So I picked some of those up at Sead Valley here in a few days, and we're gonna keep going. It's a nice day today. It was pretty cool last night. Got some pretty good sleep. So that's it for right now, and I'll just leave you with the view of the Northern California Green Tunnel. All right, hello everyone. It's day 93. We're in Northern California, and we're in the section between Mount Shasta and Etna, and we are hiking with some pretty nice views, as you can tell. We're doing a pretty long day today, 30 miles. Trying to make sure you can get in Etna and get a ride from the summit before it gets too dark. And might be a little bit of a challenging ride. The Guthook comments are not very promising, but that was our plan of where we're going to go in. I'm going to be able to switch my tarps out. It's going to be nice to finally get my light tarp back. Shed about 10 ounces. So that's pretty cool. I'm still using the ULA ohm. Had some issues trying to get a new hip belt. Hip belt I have is too small, and logistics of getting a hip belt just proved to be a little challenging. And I think I'm going to go up to Oregon, and Ashland is where my other backpack got bounced to. I'm going to switch them out and continue any trials of the ohm this fall after the hike. Probably take it out for the AT, do a few hikes, see what's going on with it. The shoulder straps are a little bit more comfortable after wearing them for a while. I'm sure the hip belt has something to do with that. And like I said before, the S-straps are over my traps and on my collarbone in a weird spot. So it's not really the best fit right now, but it's still pretty comfortable. It's easy to pack. Material is pretty durable, and I like the roll top. So I'm gonna keep on hiking, get into Etna tomorrow, and then go to Sead Valley, and then we're gonna hit the border. Morning everyone, day 94. We are still in Northern California, pushing toward the Oregon border. We're going toward Etna. We're in an area right now called the Trinity Alps National Forest, Northern California. As you can see, views are really nice. Yesterday was kind of a long 30-mile day. Some days the miles just don't come easy. They didn't really come that easy yesterday for me. Got to camp about 6:30. Luckily we're back in elevation, 5,000 or 6,000 feet. So it's a little cool at night when you're sleeping. So it's really nice. Back in the section before this, we're in like Sierra City, Belden, that kind of area. It's down around 2,000-3,000 feet. And when it's that hot, bugs are just obnoxious. And it's really warm at night too, that low in elevation, in the middle of summer in California. But going into Etna, and it's probably about 20 miles from where we're at right now. So that's it for now. Hey everybody, wrapping up the end of day 96. I think we are just left Etna. Had a 0 day in Etna. Is really nice. It's a pretty cool town. Went and stayed at the Alderbrook Manor / hiker hut. Wound up getting a free night for helping out a little around there. So that was pretty nice. So my 0 day night was paid for. Etna's a nice town. It's got a lot of restaurants. It's got it's got 2 breweries and a distillery, so it's pretty nice for that. Having a drink after the trail. And we are just pushing on towards Sead Valley. And that's the last step before last town that you really go through before Oregon. You walk into Sead Valley. So it's pretty nice to not have to hitch into a town. But the bad part about that is you have to walk down to it and then walk back up, which is supposed to be one of the harder climbs of the PCT, gaining a lot of elevation. But that's what it is, and once you hit that, we'll have, I don't know, about 24, 25 miles to a pretty big milestone on the PCT, and that's the Oregon border. It's the first, I guess, of 2 border crossings that you have. And just to get to it, you have to hike 1,700 miles, which is a good chunk of change. That's over 3/4 of the AT that I hiked last year. And when you get there, you're gonna have less than 1,000 miles left of the PCT. So it's gonna get into Oregon. Rumors says Oregon is pretty flat and easy to get through, so most people get through it pretty quick, and then end it out in Washington and get into Canada is the plan. But right now, going through the Marble Mountains, Northern California. Really nice views. And back there you can see there's still a little bit of lingering snow, but nothing to be concerned about right now. So we'll talk to you next time. All right, good morning everyone. It's day 97. We are on our way to Sead Valley. We're gonna get there tomorrow. We're gonna camp about 8 miles out. Trying to get there in time to either do or watching people do the 5-pound pancake challenge. That's where you try to eat 5 pounds of pancakes. And if you finish it, it's free. And if you don't, apparently it's like $18 or $17. So, I don't know if I'm going to participate in that or not, but definitely going to go in and get breakfast. And Sead Valley, it's going to be a pretty cool stop because it's the last stop before you get into Oregon. So, doing about 26 miles today. It's not going to be too bad. We got started early. Unlike yesterday, I didn't get started till about 10. I like getting started pretty early out here. Morning time is usually the time when I get the miles in. Because in the lunch to early afternoon, it's pretty warm. So you end up slowing down a little bit. Then you catch some more miles up in the evening. But that's where we're at. We're in Northern California in the Marble Mountains. And as you can see, it's looking pretty nice. Stayed in a place called Marble Valley tent site or something like that last night. And there was like 5 or 6 deer, a bunch of goats. And this morning I'd usually leave my rain jacket on top of my pack and to keep any critters from trying to chew on my pack straps for the salt. I actually had that happen on my Gossamer Gear pack. They almost chewed through one of the nylon shoulder straps. Anyways, I woke up this morning and the rain jacket was gone. All I could see was my pack. And I looked around. For about 40 yards from my tarp, the rain jacket was laying over there covered in some kind of, I guess it was dew condensation, and it had a big hole chewed in the back of it. So that wasn't very good to wake up to this morning, but critters just get everything on the PCT laying under your tarp. First thing they got was my pole straps, and they chewed on the grips a little bit. And then they got the straps on top, you can see right there, where they cut them clean off. I tried to look for them that morning, I couldn't find them. Guess they're in the belly of some kind of deer. And like I'd said, they got into the backside of my Gossamer Gear pack. Guess it was like a chipmunk or something. Chewed almost all the way through the sternum strap, and then almost chewed completely through one of the shoulder straps. So, got to be careful with that if you're tarping in a hammock. When I was seeing a lot of chipmunks, what I would do, so I put my pack, lay it on top of my rain jacket, and then zip my rain jacket up, pull the bottom so it kind of cinch it. I didn't do that last night. Thought it would be okay, but apparently it wasn't. So that's it for today. Closing in on day 100. Trail is looking pretty good. Northern California. It's pretty well marked. It's really well maintained. And that's where we're at. Talk to you tomorrow. Alright, good afternoon everyone. It's day 98. Yesterday I got into Sead Valley, camped at the RV park. Woke up this morning, went to the one restaurant in Sead Valley, the Sead Valley Cafe, and got some breakfast. Sadly, no one tried the 5-pound pancake challenge, so didn't get to see that, how many pancakes that was. Hit the trail about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and now we're on top of the ridge coming out of Sead Valley, but as you can tell, still see Shasta over there. You apparently can see it all the way to Ashland. So coming out of Sead Valley, pretty steep grade for several miles, and then you get on top of this ridge that we're on top of right now, and it's a few ups and downs, but for the most part it's classic PCT cresting this ridge up here all the way to the prize for this section, and that's the California-Oregon border. Been on trail a long time, since March 25th, and tomorrow everything goes all right. Gonna take a video of that sign and head on to Oregon and on our way to Canada. But that's it for now. It's about 3:45. I'm trying to get 20 miles a day, or maybe more. Depends on what time it is when we get to camp. But that's it. Good afternoon, everyone. Day 99 in the journal, and we just crossed into Oregon. Had our first border crossing. If you count Canada, it's really only 3 on the whole PCT. Down back there was California. Walking through Oregon, which is supposed to be pretty easy compared to California, but I don't really know. Doing a little bit over 30 miles today to a shelter. It's only the second shelter on the entire PCT. So I figure I'd go there, some water near it. I think some other guys I've been hiking with are camped there. So I'm gonna have a full afternoon of hiking. And then tomorrow I'm gonna get up and go into Ashland for breakfast. But that's gonna be pretty much my update for now. The memory on the GoPro is pretty low, and that's it.